Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back with another informative video. Yours truly, Jimmie Williams again. And I just want to take a moment right now and say I really appreciate all the love and support that I get consistently from you guys. Your comments, your shares, and your likes, and your input, and your motivation. Believe it or not, you guys motivate the heavens out of me, okay? I mean, I always say heaven because, I don't like that word hell. I don't want drama and destruction and all that stuff. So I try to keep it light and positive, because there's a lot of dark things out there, but we are bringing good news today and good tidings. And if you woke up this morning, as I always say, you're able to look out the window and see whether it's dark or light, the sun or the moon or rain or whatever it is, you are blessed, okay? But we are blessed, and I'm blessed to make this announcement, all right? They're back up. They kept their word. Bytnex kept their word. As I always keep telling you guys, stop listening to the people out there that just want something negative to talk about, because they're not doing anything. And as you can see, I got paid today. All right, I got paid right here. Okay, I got $3,306. Last week I made $25,000. Last month I made about $100,000. All right. So I made $3,300 myself, but my downline, the people that's in my network, my reward staking referral rewards to be exact is $224,000 to date, and I probably made $2,000 or $3,000 of that today. So technically, I made about $6,000 a day. All right. I have 106 referrals now, guys. I haven't been actively building Bytnex for, let's say, 3-4 months now. When I got to 100 contracts, I kind of started helping my team out quite a bit. But I run a full-time business of my own. I make videos every day. So I have a full-time YouTube channel, and I have a real estate company, etc. And I have a finance company, and I do a lot of coaching and mentoring and personal development for folks. And Queen Arlene and I, we have ministry as well that we do. But I haven't really been building it, but the money's still coming in. I have 100 contracts, right? So, if you understand these numbers here, this is pretty good. So far, since I got in March of this year, and I've already made 10% profit, okay, with the staking. So that's phenomenal, which is $336,000, and it's growing every single day. This works, guys. $523,000, 306. I said that wrong. $523,306.24. That's what I've profited since I've been in. I've made nearly $12,000 in commissions. That's how I was able to, and I always tell this story. I came out of pocket with one contract. I went to work, and I kept reinvesting the cash that I got. Where are the scam? Where are the people that keep saying it's a scam? Where y'all at? All these crickets I keep hearing. I can't hear you. Okay, so if you look here, if there was such a scam, do you think I could have 100 contracts here? No way. I only came out of pocket with one $100 activation fee. The other 99 contracts I did through my, me getting out, sharing this thing with folks. And I told you guys on my last video, you want to be ultra rich and ultra wealthy, forget about yourself. Figure out how you're going to build a team of leaders around you. You buy your contracts, you lead by example, but you create leaders. Guys, at least 30% of the folks here, I got 35 people here that actually have contracts on the first level, right? This number should be higher, but I haven't been actively building it. But the people that actually have contracts, maybe 25 of these folks here, they have at least 50 to up to 100 contracts. I have one gentleman that has 115 to 117 contracts, but I have several that I personally sponsored. I have 50 to 70 to 80 to 90 contracts. And I'm teaching them how to lead. You want to really be wealthy? Teach other people the principles of wealth. Teach the people around you how to do it. And that's how you do it. Okay, that's the Zig Ziglar principle. Teach everyone else, or help other people get what they want. Ultimately, you're going to get what you want, right? So this portfolio of mine, it's worth about, $30 million, something like that, between 30 and 50. Because my contracts alone, that's one thing. But over here, I'll be making residuals, and I'll get paid every time these folks here, when they cash out on their payments, and they get their money, I get daily income. And then I get, whenever they cash out on a contract, let's say it's $1 million in 7 years, Bytnex is going to pay me $80,000, which is 8% on my first level. But I have 100 people here, 106 people so far, all right? They're not all active, but I'm just saying if they were to all become active, you know, you can imagine, you do the numbers in your head, but there's so much wealth to create here. This is legacy, guys. This is generational. You can pass it down from generation to generation, you know, from one group of individuals to the next behind you, and so forth and so forth. And the Bible does talk about this. A good man or a good woman, I'm saying good woman, it doesn't say that, but it's talking about a good person will leave an inheritance for the children and their children's children. Now, having said all that, I just wanted to motivate you. That's why I'm showing you this, so you guys get really motivated, all right? But lastly, to all the folks that are watching this and you keep saying, this is not legit, this is drama, this is fake, you need to go and find something, go get a life and find something positive to do, because now you're just a joke right now. Okay, I've never seen a company do what Cryptex, now Bytnex, what they've been able to do to help the average person. I don't care if you're in England, you are in anywhere on the beautiful motherland of Africa, you know, Kenya, to West Africa, to Nigeria, to the Congo, South Africa, you know, everywhere on the continent. They can come in with a minimum $100 activation fee, US dollars, whatever it is in their, you know, in their country, whether it's the rand or whatever it is. They can come in and buy a 7-year contract and be a multimillionaire in 7 years with a $100 activation fee. There's nothing on the planet like this. Don't let anybody deceive you and trick you, and because just because they don't believe it doesn't make it not true. Just because some folks choose not to believe in the Most High, that there's, you know, the Bible says a man has said in his heart, the fool has said in his heart, there's no God, or we call him Yahuwah, right? Because I'm an Israelite. So, but only a fool would say that is what he's saying. And just because they say it's no God doesn't mean that he doesn't exist. Just because they keep telling you this is not real does not mean that they know what they're talking about. Okay? So don't let them stop you from creating the legacy for your family, for the next generation, and the destiny that you are intended to walk in. We are kingdom people, guys. We're supposed to walk in the kingdom. We're supposed to have the very, very best. You can only do that by faith, not listening to the naysayers. You take action. There's nothing like this, okay? They've kept their word. Now we've got to keep our word and keep sharing the truth before they close this door to the general public, okay? Before you won't be able to get in. This is just like Bitcoin was in 2009. There's some other big, I would call, paradigm shifts that's taking place right now, and this is one of them. Bitcoin was a paradigm shift. It changed crypto space forever. You could have gotten the Bitcoin, and I messed up. I'm telling you this last testimony before I go. It's a painful testimony I'm going to give you, but you need to know it. In 2009, I had the opportunity myself to get, I could have gotten 1,000 Bitcoin for about $500 or $600. They were pennies on the dollar at that time. Before they really took off, and I said no. I said no, and Bitcoin began to grow and grow and grow, and you know the story. I have a video out about it. You know, many years later, I kicked myself in the butt. The person that told me about it said, you're going to miss a paradigm shift. That's what they were talking about. You're going to miss something so big. You're going to kick yourself in the butt later, and he was absolutely right. And you know the story about Bitcoin. Bitcoin went from like 10,000 per Bitcoin, it went to 20,000, and then 30,000, then it jumped to 60,000, and then, you know, long story short, you know, it got up as high as 120,000. So that meant at that time, you know, this is about a year ago, I would have been worth $120 million. Now Bitcoin has shifted; it's going down a little bit. It's about $85,000 as I'm trading this, as I'm doing this video, but that means that I would be worth, you know, $85 million. Bytnex is doing something better because I don't have to go out and buy Bitcoin. You can buy the Bitcoin, you can add it, but you can earn it by building a team and not really come out of pocket, and you can still earn what I'm earning. So I'm technically worth about, you know, $30 or $40 million in Bitcoin right now, just based on these numbers here and based on this over here. This is it, guys. Get started, okay? Look up into the heavens and say, Father, show me how to build this thing, how to share it with someone. Just share. Don't convince. Don't try to force people and try to, you know, strong arm them and make them believe what just share it. Believe it yourself, do it, invest yourself, and that's all you got to do, okay? So that's my word of wisdom to you. Act in your faith. Don't let anybody stop you. Let this motivate you. Okay. I hope this got in your spirit today. Have a super blessed day. Bytnex did what they said they were going to do. You do your part now. Take care. Bye-bye.